What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Rabid here, and we are looking at the new currency that just released on Bitcoin mining beta, and we're going to kind of go through on how you can start mining yourself whatever this new coin is. What is this? Qcash, something. So Qcash. So now you're going to be mining a coin, Qcash or whatever it's called, and you'll be getting paid Qcash in return. And I do have the very first starter miners right here. You can see these are ASIC looking type of miners. If you're unfamiliar with an ASIC, these are application specific integrated circuit miners, and they are dedicated in the real world to like Bitcoin and stuff, and they can only mine the one algorithm that they are built for. So in case you even cared about that, you probably don't, because we're just talking about a game here, but we do have some ASIC looking miners here for Qcash or whatever here, but this is what gets us the new Qcash. So the first thing we are going to have to do is figure out where the heck is the store. So we got to go to the store, but I'm actually going to come into here and try to sell the little bit that I have now and see if this part even works. So it's not worth very much right now, guys. So I'm just going to exchange my 2.4 Qcash here, whatever it's called here. So we're going to exchange that. So the exchange should work. I have 22.5k Qcash, so that's good. Now I can get myself a little more. Now why I'm saying this is, I don't know, it's kind of weird what they're doing. They put a cap on things. So let's just get to the store and kind of show you what's happening here. So we're coming into the store, rolling in, and now we come up normally, and things are changed a little bit. First off, we're like, whoa, there's another train station here, and the Hive store is gone. Well, the Hive store is still here. It's just around the corner, kind of hiding. You have to actually like look up a little bit, and you can see it hiding way back there. But we have to now go to another train, which takes us to yet another little island, which I imagine in the future is going to start expanding and get fairly large, because right now it's pretty tiny. But I imagine, you know, like I said, it's going to get bigger, and a lot more stores will come in here, and a lot more Qcash, whatever this is, type of card. So here is the very first miner, and you can see that you can actually purchase this. Oh, I have a purchase cap, but you can purchase this with Solaris. This very first one you can just use Solaris to get, and then the rest you do have to use Qcash to purchase. But there is a purchase cap. What does that mean? You're only allowed to have a certain amount of miners. Now I'm assuming this is total. Maybe it's only per day, but I don't know. But we're only allowed a certain amount. So you can see we're only allowed 25 of these miners. That's why I don't have any more, because I have quite a bit of Qcash here, and I could have got a lot more, but I can't because of this cap. So it's going to also limit progression in the amount that you can actually have, which some people may like that. Some people are absolutely hate it. So yeah, we'll see what happens there moving forward. Energy production 3.2 SW, small nuclear reactor version 2. It costs 45 Qcash here. So here we have some new miners, 45 Qcash. 550. So I have 22k. What can I go to? Actually 22. Oh, right here. So I can get one of these 0.08. So I can get the Q card 2000 black. So that's oh, what do we got here? 80.2 DW for QW. Okay, now we're getting to some nice power supplies here. Nuclear reactor V3. This looks pretty sweet. 4 QW. This is DW. I believe the Hive store is DW, isn't it? I'm going to go back and look at the Hive store. I'm pretty sure that's in the DW range. Let's just kind of... Okay, I'm missing my thing here. Let's go. Take the train all the way back. Now, the train is about 2 seconds faster, way faster. Only last 2 seconds is what it is, I think. But the train does load the maps and every various thing much quicker. So I'm going to come into here. We're going to see, do we have new power supplies that are better? 2.5 DW. Okay, that's absolutely awesome. So we do have new power supplies, and they are much more capacity than that, and they're using the new currency to get them. So that's pretty sweet. That's awesome that we have new power here. So definitely gonna have to go into those. So we don't want those. So DW, SW, 80.2 DW. Yeah, clearly a lot more power. Now they're not cheap. I can almost get one of these. So that's awesome. So save up for this. So obviously I'm gonna save up for the big bad boy right here all the time. But let's get some cards going. So I can get one of these. 5.0. Whoa. Good thing I looked at that. That thing uses a lot of power. 5.8 DW. So I might have to go to some less power intensive cards. Is there a cap on these ones? I don't see a cap. Oh, it hits down here. Now, once you get so far, okay, that's interesting. So there is a cap on these smaller ones, but it looks like there's no cap on the later ones. So max, I can get 12. No cap on, so there's no cap on any of these. Okay, so starting off, it looks like you are capped at the lower cards, which I guess is okay. But now moving forward, there's no longer a cap on these higher ends. So once you start getting that, remember, you're starting over from scratch pretty much. So it is going to kind of slow down progression at first to move through the ranks of these, because you're going to need all this extra power. And look at that, 593 DW just for the 1.8. 593 DW. And, well, we're running into here, but I guess 1.2 or something is what this thing is going to use. 1.1 with one of those. So you're going to need a lot of power. So yeah, good thing I checked that out before I just jumped into getting this, because I don't know if I have enough extra power just to run this guy. So yeah, these things are crazy in power. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do here. So I have this one. So this is the next dedicated one. 30.5 SW, 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 3DW. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's a lot. I gotta look how much power I have, because this is, we got decisions to make now. We don't want to run out of power too fast here. So where is my energy? I'm at 245. I do have 264. So I have a few DW to spare, but I'm not gonna have any overclocking ability. But we do got to try and get as much Qcash as we can really early on to start building up and getting those powers and the GPUs. So I do have some here, so I guess I'm gonna spend a couple and get that DW. I should be okay for a little bit here. So let's just go to this. So this is 0.008 per second, and like right now I'm using this, which is 0.008. So yeah, we're doing way more than what that single thing is doing. But all right, we're gonna go with that. One of these, please. Thank you. Let's leave, and I'm just gonna place this in, and that's pretty much it. Like, so to get started, guys, you pretty much need a little bit of Solaris. Everyone should have that by now, unless you're just starting the game. We'll see, but you're gonna have to get this with Solaris, and then eventually slowly increase your GPUs like you normally would, and watch out for the power, because these things start using a lot of power. Now, the uncertainty. Oh, knocked myself out. There it was. You guys seen it? We always do it. Awesome. We knocked ourselves out. But now there's a little bit of uncertainty about, you know, should you even mine this coin? Should you build for it? Is it worth it? Because right now there's nothing for it. You know, it doesn't matter how much of this Qcash or this coin in general, Qsar or whatever it's called. Let me know down in the comments how you actually say this card. I'm assuming it's Qsar or Qsar or something. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. Probably am. But to get Qcash, there's no leaderboards, no nothing. So there isn't really any incentive to really have a whole bunch. Now, I did look into their Discord and I asked them about the leaderboards, and they said another leaderboard was coming. So another as in, sounds like they're just going to add another one. So we will still have Scash as well as Qcash. But still, it doesn't mean you kill. What's going to be the main coin that actually shows progression? Is it going to be this new Q coin? Is it going to be Scash? Currently, it's still looking like Scash actually shows you how far advanced in the game you are, not Qcash, because there's nothing here that shows everything. But again, future updates, everything is very early. Things could slowly transition over to Qcash and things like that, but we don't know. So eventually we'll just have to wait to see what happens. Right now there is no leaderboards or standing, but it definitely sounds like leaderboards for Qcash is coming, but it might be alongside Scash, which I guess makes sense because they don't want to degrade Hive. Looking at those other power supplies, the Hive power supplies are already dead unless they come out with another one. I doubt it because we have the new coin, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. But we do have new coin. We have a new coin here to mine, guys. We have new GPUs and stuff to get, so that could add back into. All right, let's get back on Bitcoin miner and start mining away and growing our farm some more. Maybe a new playing field where people are starting now, and it almost seems like everyone's starting over again at this point because we're on the new coin. So whatever reason, if you want to come back and play, awesome. If you don't, you know, that's up to you. And if you are still playing, that's awesome as well. But let me know what you think about this video. If you found any tricks or anything yet, let me know down in the comment section. We will be checking out. Thank you for checking out this video, guys. New coin, Qsar, Qcash, everything is here. Thank you for watching. Rabid out.